While the world was looking elsewhere, Nigeria has been making a series of moves that are shifting the balance of power in Africa. For years, when you heard about African military strength, the conversation always centered on Egypt, Algeria, and South Africa. But that whole calculation is being rewritten. There's a quiet, well-funded transformation happening in West Africa, and it's forcing global powers to sit up and pay attention. Nigeria is building one of the continent's most formidable military forces, and some people are starting to get nervous. For a long time, the story of Nigeria's military was about a giant struggling to meet its potential, bogged down by complex internal wars. But a massive new defense budget and a flood of advanced weaponry are forcing everyone to recalculate. We're talking about next-generation fighter jets, battle-proven drones, a brand new army aviation wing, and a military that's climbing the global ranks with surprising speed. What's happening isn't just a shopping spree. It's a strategic overhaul with one goal in mind: dominance. In this video, we'll break down the huge new budget fueling this rise, the advanced weapons helping them climb the ranks, and why major world powers are watching so closely. To get a sense of Nigeria's ambition, you just have to follow the money. In a world of shaky alliances and regional instability, a nation's budget is its clearest statement of intent. For 2026, Nigeria isn't just talking, it's funding a massive military upgrade. When President Bola Ahmed Tinubu presented the 2026 budget, he announced a colossal 5.41 trillion naira for the entire national security and defense sector. The stated goal is to combat the threats of terrorism and banditry. But let's look at what that means for the armed forces. The detailed breakdown shows a staggering N3.154 trillion allocated specifically to the Ministry of Defense. This isn't just a number on a spreadsheet, it's the fuel for a complete military modernization. A huge chunk of this is for personnel costs, which makes sense given that Nigeria maintains one of the largest standing armies in Africa with over 230,000 active personnel. But the real story is in the capital spending, the money that buys the jets, ships, and tanks. The Nigerian army, as the largest branch, is set to receive the biggest share with a reported N1.5 trillion. This level of spending isn't a fluke, it's a strategic pivot. It's a declaration that Nigeria is no longer satisfied with just containing internal threats. This is the financial bedrock for projecting power and building a military that can serve as the undisputed security anchor for West Africa. This budget is the engine, but the hardware it's buying is what's really turning heads. If the budget is the engine, the Nigerian Air Force is its cutting edge. No other branch shows Nigeria's rapid modernization quite like its air arm. The Chief of the Air Force, Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar, has even called this a golden era, thanks to an unprecedented buying spree of advanced aircraft. And he's not exaggerating. The goal is ambitious: to build one of the largest and most capable air forces on the continent within the next 2 years. The transformation is stunning. The Air Force is expanding its fleet, which already boasts a wide array of platforms, from combat jets to heavy drones. And this isn't just about getting bigger. It's about a quantum leap in technology. The star of the show is a landmark deal with Italian defense giant Leonardo for 24 N346 FA light combat aircraft, valued at around 1.2 billion euros. This is a strategic partnership. The N346 FA is a highly advanced jet that can handle both training and combat, and it comes with sophisticated systems for a wide range of weapons. Production is already in high gear. The first 6 jets are in advanced stages, with 3 having already completed flight tests. Deliveries are expected to begin soon and will arrive in batches. This single purchase pushes the Nigerian Air Force into a whole new league. But the shopping list doesn't stop there. Nigeria is also acquiring 10 new AW109 Trekker helicopters from Leonardo, with some units already completed and ready for delivery. These are crucial for troop mobility, medical evacuation, and the kind of rapid response needed in Nigeria's difficult security hotspots. The Air Force is also expecting a fleet of 12 AJ-1 Cobra attack helicopters. This new European hardware joins an already formidable and battle-tested fleet. The Air Force operates a squadron of JF-17 Thunder multi-role combat aircraft from Pakistan and a fleet of American-made A-29 Super Tucano light attack planes. The Super Tucanos have been absolute workhorses in the fight against insurgents. Perhaps most importantly, Nigeria has become a major operator of drones. Its arsenal includes the Chinese-made Wing Loon 2, a sophisticated hunter-killer drone, and the world-renowned Turkish Bayraktar TB2, which famously changed the game in recent conflicts with its precision strikes. This combination of manned jets, versatile helicopters, and lethal drones creates a layered air power that few in the region can match. It gives Nigeria the ability to see everything, strike anywhere, and sustain operations. A trifecta of modern air dominance. Air power is only half the battle. You still have to control the ground. And the Nigerian army, with its more than 230,000 soldiers, is undergoing its own profound transformation. The plan isn't just about being big. It's about becoming a smarter, faster, and more self-sufficient fighting force. Two key developments are driving this change. The first is the birth of the Nigerian Army Aviation Corps. In mid-2024, the Army officially launched its own air wing, taking delivery of its first Bell EF-1H Huey helicopters. While the Air Force handles strategic missions, this new corps is all about the gritty reality of ground combat. Getting troops in and out of hot zones, providing close air support, and conducting rapid medical evacuations. This is a game-changer for counterinsurgency. Recently, in January 2026, Army aviation helicopters were seen in action, working with the Air Force to evacuate wounded soldiers from the battlefield. The second, and arguably more impressive, development is Nigeria's push for military self-reliance. For decades, African nations have depended on foreign suppliers. Nigeria is flipping that script. The Defense Industries Corporation of Nigeria, or DICON, is being revitalized and is at the heart of this industrial shift. Instead of just buying from abroad, Nigeria is building at home. The most visible symbol of this is the fleet of locally made armored vehicles now rolling into service. Companies like Proforce are manufacturing mine-resistant ambush-protected vehicles, NRAPs, like the formidable Ezedwu, which are specifically designed for Nigerian battlefields. These vehicles are saving soldiers' lives. This isn't just about national pride, it's about practical logistics. When you build your own gear, you can fix it, upgrade it, and make spare parts without waiting on another continent. This homegrown hardware complements a modern arsenal of heavy firepower. The Army fields an inventory of Chinese-made VT-4 main battle tanks, which pack a powerful 125mm gun. Together, it's a powerful formula. A large, experienced army, now with its own air support and a growing fleet of locally built armor. This is the blueprint for a dominant and sustainable ground force. Nigeria's military power isn't just on land and in the air. Its economic lifeblood flows through the sea, and for years, the Gulf of Guinea was a global hotspot for piracy. An attack on a ship, there is a direct hit on the Nigerian economy. In response, the Nigerian Navy has been making a comeback, re-establishing itself as the chief protector of this vital maritime zone. With a substantial budget for 2026, the Navy is being equipped to secure Nigeria's vast coastline and offshore assets. A significant part of this funding is for new patrol boats and naval infrastructure. The goal is to create a force that can maintain a constant presence at sea, denying pirates and oil thieves the freedom to operate. This strategy has already led to a dramatic drop in piracy incidents, a success acknowledged by international maritime organizations. The fleet is a mix of larger amphibious ships for moving troops and gear, and a growing number of smaller, faster patrol boats perfect for coastal security. This balanced approach allows the Navy to cover its entire maritime territory, from the shallow creeks of the Niger Delta to the deep offshore oil fields. This naval resurgence has geopolitical weight. As the leading naval power in the region, Nigeria is the linchpin for security in the entire Gulf of Guinea. Its operations protect not just its own interests, but also the international shipping lanes that are vital for global trade. In an era where maritime security is global security, Nigeria's naval strength makes it an essential partner for world powers, including the United States and European nations, who all have a stake in the region's stability. So what does all this mean on the world stage? The money, the machines, and the mission all point to one conclusion. Nigeria is no longer a regional power in waiting. It has arrived. The world is taking notice, and the rankings prove it. The latest Global Firepower Review for 2025 places Nigeria's military as the third most powerful in Africa, a jump that reflects its massive new investments and expanding capabilities. Foreign powers are reacting. The United States, recognizing Nigeria's key role, continues its military engagement and partnership to support regional stability. At the same time, Nigeria is smartly diversifying its alliances. The huge N346 deal with Italy is a perfect example of a pivot toward European partners to secure not just planes, but also long-term cooperation and technology transfer. And the proof is in the performance. The military is locked in a relentless multi-front war against some of the world's most resilient insurgent groups, and it's making real progress. Operations in early 2026 saw troops pushing deep into the infamous Timbuktu Triangle, a known terrorist stronghold, clearing key locations and neutralizing numerous insurgents. During these brutal fights, troops have withstood complex attacks, including vehicle-borne bombs, and have kept advancing. In a grim discovery that undermines enemy propaganda, soldiers even found mass graves of terrorists terminated in action. This is a military that is battle-hardened, constantly adapting, and blending hard-won experience with next-generation tech. From a strategically funded budget to a high-tech air force and an increasingly self-reliant army, the evidence is overwhelming. Through smart acquisitions, a revolutionary focus on local industry, and the sheer grit of its troops, Nigeria has cemented its place as a continental military heavyweight. The giant of Africa is finally awakening its military might, and the tremors are being felt across the globe. This isn't just about a temporary show of force. It's about a fundamental shift in the strategic landscape. But what do you think? Is this the dawn of a new era for African military independence, with Nigeria leading the way? Let us know in the comments below. And if you want more analysis on the changing face of global military power, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching.